How's it hanging? Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and we're back with some Outworld 2, and we're about to help Inez out.
I hear the best time to visit Newton is 2 years ago,
But she wants to see the Vice President and his choice.
Bloodying up the place.
And then we've only got, unless that carries on to another section, we've only got one more companion mission to do. So, before we head off, look at pig. Aren't you a lovely pig? Aren't you a lovely pig? Isn't he a lovely pig guy? Okie dokie. Confront Willard. Stick with these two for now. Where is... Over here? Over here. Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's this lift. Yes. Willards.
Thank you for your customer service, contractor.
Willard's car to get into there. Okie dokie. Before we speak to him, we'll see. We don't have observation to see that. Dang it. Need a key card to see that. Key card to get into there. No, we'll talk to him.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Yeah.
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Now, do you want the job or not? We're burning starlight.
You want to handle this, Inez?
I do. Been waiting on this moment. This grafting program is a law-damned abomination. I went to your lab on Cloister, saw for myself what kind of depravity your folk got up to there. It's sick. My friend was butchered by Rasmussen. And he wasn't the only one. In fact, this program's been a sham from the start. I got tossed aside. And for what? A mistake? Ain't nothing good that's come of this. It's time to call it quits.
What a preposterous notion. Shall we stop producing inhalers because of side effects? Or
Wait, the
shut
inhalers
down
have side
all
effects?
food factories
But we use them to
because
heal.
one
Wait, what side
silly
effects?
appendage finds its way into packaging?
Let's go back to let's go back to what infects me.
I am not to blame for whatever inconvenience you experienced as a first edition patient. To quit now would be to toss aside all our progress.
The program isn't viable.
Nonsense. I have myriad data at my disposal to dispute such a claim.
Don't matter to me what your plans are, or what you think you might accomplish.
That'd be, if we had
You've hurt
observation, we'd
too
be able
many
to see
good
that data
folk,
and then
and I've had enough.
question
I
it.
fear you've gotten too negative an impression of this work. Hear me out, will you? Allow me to assuage those fears.
I already know why you're doing this. The money's too good.
My mind is not entirely consumed by capital, I assure you. It's also consumed with professional pride and self-preservation. We cannot speak of sensitive business details here. There's no telling which opportunistic colleague or overpaid contractor...
Hi, Casey. Hope you're having a good day.
They would ruin me. Ruin me. Meet me in back deck steerage. Take this pass with the tram. And for law's sake, make sure no hanger-on follows you. Especially that assistant of mine next door. Chin up, dear. I believe I'll change your mind.
So he's giving me a pass to go.
Seen this song and dance from all manner of suits before. Reckon he'll try to reel us into a ridiculous scheme or bribe us with bits or...
He will. I should have pickpocketed him to see if I could get his key card. Dang it. Dang it, guys. Dang it. Okie dokie. Was it? Why am I using this? I've already been there once. I could have teleported. Dang it. Dang it, guys. Can I fast travel while on it? Yeah. Okie dokie. I thought it was going to be a different location, you know?
Ah, you came. Foolish, aren't you? Thinking I'd reveal my secrets to the likes of you. Ha! Contractors, now's your chance. First one to kill these imbeciles gets a one-time immune assault discount.
Investigating hostile Target analyzed.
Okie dokie. Pick up what we can before we chase after the guy. I don't think he's going to run off. Okie dokie.
Come through, my good Biff. That discount will be applied to your next purchase at the commissary, but cannot be combined with other... Ah! You're still alive!
Of course we are.
Ain't gonna be that easy to get rid of us, you idiot.
Yep.
This how you treat all folk who approach you in good faith?
No folk have ever made it this far. How did you get past all my contractors? They were heavily trained and heavily expensive.
One last chance. Resign. Shut down your program for good.
This again? What is it with you? No, I've no incentive to shut down my life's work, especially at the demand of common thugs.
We could probably have done that if we had got information from his computer. And there's tell him what these common thugs would do if he doesn't comply.
You ever seen a grafted claw strip flesh from the bones of a stubborn old man?
No.
Ooh, neither have I. I want to see that.
On the count of 3, you will.
Okay.
1.
2, 3.
All right.
No. No, I wanted to see that. Inez, I wanted to see what that looked like. Dang it, guys. Where was the option to say, no, Inez, strip the flesh from him?
Good riddance. But this ain't over yet. The other executives will be notified the moment Willard flees the undisputed claim. And within hours, dozens of rung climbers will be at the tower jockeying for his position. It's all but certain that they'll claim his work for their own, and make his bastardization of a grafting program all the worse if they so choose. Ain't about to let that happen.
What are you suggesting?
Ain't suggesting. I'm telling you that we can't stand by and do nothing. It's obvious he was up to his neck in some scheme. If we dig it up and get the word out, his legacy'll be in shreds. Maybe folk will be less inclined to follow in his footsteps. Should all but guarantee that Willard can't
Okay,
come crawling
but only
out
if he
from
left
whatever
his
rock
key
he's
card
keen
here.
to hide under.
Otherwise,
In
it
any
won't
case.
work. Everything. Tell the public about Thingy Ortez. That'll be enough to destroy his legacy.
I don't know. Folk here are a whole lot more callous than I'd anticipated.
Okay.
Look how they treat the contractors, the down and outers. Who's to say that hearing some sob story won't just make them shrug and be thankful they ain't involved?
Fine, we'll dig up dirt on Willard. That could be. But I think going about Willard's legacy is the wrong approach.
Well, it's either this or calling his business sense into question. And no, we can't just shoot our way out of this problem.
Dang it, that was going to be my
Willard
option.
go quietly for a reason.
Shooting our way out. We're good at that. Don't give an any choice. Your story will inspire the common folk to take action. Dig up. No. Inspire the common folk.
Law, I hope you're right. Bottom rungers like me are the ones who pay the price after all. If enough of us stand up, maybe things could change. If we're doing this, we ought to head to the recording studio here on the ship. Reckon it won't take much to get airtime, if we promise a good show.
Without his key card, I think it would have been very hard to get stuff from inside to incriminate him. I feel like it's on his computer, and it's the observation for the board, or in that other room. Oh wait, we got his key card. He must have gave it to us. Recording studio's there. We'll go do... I'm half tempted to go up into the... We'll save it, we'll go up. See if we can do stuff there before going to the recording studio.
Tronicular, arriving any moment now. Always remember, commercial is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship it. Efficacy, while the protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing. Respecting your right to risk the side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to
You cannot be here. My contract stipulates that this lab door remains locked at all times. I am not to be disturbed. That's funny, considering the heaps of times I've been called such.
I'm here to tell you that your treacherous fiend of a boss is now out of commission. I'm going to get the word out about all the folk he's harmed over the years, so we can get justice. Is there anything you're willing to share?
Yeah.
No! I love my job and all of the opportunities he's given me to dismember bodies and sew them back together.
What?
Where else can I indulge in such fine work?
But you know
being
the
a doctor?
things he's done to those he's experimented on. The mutilations, the folk who've died in agony.
Yes, of course. You can't make in-demand, highly marketable medicaments without breaking some skulls.
Shut that down. Working with Willard turns folks into sociopaths.
I ain't of the mind that Willard is responsible for this precisely. Like attracts like. I'll just have you know that everything you hear later, every detail of the horrors you and he have wrought, are all true. I hope that's enough for you to set yourself right.
Sure. I'm going to salvage what's left of my work before it's torn away. I suggest you leave.
Probably shouldn't have spoke to her. Anyway. We head down.
Embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also...
At the end of the day, they were working against what Auntie wanted.
Yes, I understand I may look in charge, but I'm just minding the desk for our esteemed director. The real talent, as they say.
I need to get a message on the broadcast, urgently. Can you help with that?
Not unless you need any clever pointers on enunciation. Our director, however, is in one of the recording booths. Through the door to your left. You'll want to speak with her.
Inflicts to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature.
Welcome.
Now we've already done a
to Wireless
job
Free
for her.
Arcadia Studios. Thessaly Falk, Director of Talent Placation and General Runnings. Here to contract a recording or in the market for autographs?
Holt sent me to speak with you. I got a message I'd like to send out over the wireless. Trust me, this is one all the folk in Auntie's Choice won't want to miss.
Is that so? Well, the more riveting the content, the larger our commissions. However, as you're without an appointment and I'm quite busy, I'm afraid I've only time to record one take. Do make it count. Shall we begin?
Yeah, as soon as we get the word out, the better.
Glad we're in agreement. I'm here to tell the world about the pain caused by a prominent vice president. I'm hoping my story can change our company for the better.
That's quite the bold claim. Now remember to speak into the mic, dear. Enunciate clearly, but with feeling. Inhabit the words. Be the message. Joining us today in the studio is a very special guest and rare specimen indeed, a grafted soldier. You said earlier you wished to tell all of Auntie's Choice about the pain a certain vice president caused your pocketbook. Isn't that right?
Inez. My name's Inez. And, that ain't quite right. His program didn't harm me, not really, but has done to plenty of other innocent folk. He illegally ran a back alley grafting clinic secretly. A friend of mine is dead because of it. And so are many more I'll likely never know about.
Well, that's a whole lot of nothing to go off of. What caused this death, huh? Explain the horror in detail, if you would. And quickly, before that is, our listeners, get bored.
The lab was a torture chamber. We barely escaped our lives. If you create an interruption with her, she'll get to the point faster. Have a heart. Yeah, top one.
Hey, we ain't gotta lean on pretense. The truth should be enough to get through to folk.
Nonsense. This is exactly what we need to capture the audience's attention. What exactly did you encounter there?
You want gory details? Fine.
There you go.
There was blood everywhere. They were experimenting on infant animals, keeping dead soldiers as specimens, and... You don't care, do you?
Keep going, Ez. You're here for a reason, remember?
I'm pleading with Auntie's Choice. Leave the program behind. Nobody else got to suffer the horror that I've seen. Folk deserve better than being treated like products. We matter.
Ugh, who wants to hear about all that? Listen, our audience, only wants human interest stories where the protagonist demonstrates indomitable spirit and plucky reserve. They don't want to be impelled to act. Our role is to simply inspire a sense of feel-good inertia. I mean, sorry about your trauma, hon. Afraid it's just not marketable.
Wait, you can't just... Law. If I missed my shot just now, I don't think I'll ever forgive myself. But I ain't burying hope just yet. If this broadcast opens even one down and outer's eyes to what this corporation really is...
That's true. I probably should have
I'll
steered
rest easy.
it into a certain way.
Till then, I think we ought to go.
Oh, Inez, almost forgot. We have a bit of a goodie bag for special guests who visit the studio. You qualify. Do collect it from the front desk on your way out.
Wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice.
Okie dokie. Probably not the best outcome for her, but it's an outcome.
Have time for a chat, Commander?
Yes. Where are you, Inez? Inez? Up there? Why did you say...
Commander, you hear my interview over the wireless too? They've been playing it every hour. Part of it, anyway. I don't think it went over well. I appreciate your help in getting this out there, I do, but... Law, I think this approach was a mistake. They made me look weak. Laughed at me like I was the foolish one for saying that folks oughtn't be harmed or treated like things. I really thought it'd be different.
You chose the wrong strategy, I'm sorry. Maybe you still got through to some people, Inez.
I doubt I reached the ears of the VPs sifting through Willard's trash, but you're right. Maybe not everyone is buying what she said.
You don't need to get through the
I got a
VPs, just the
message
people
from
that would sign
someone
up,
on
you
the
know?
Undisputed Claim. Said he heard me, and it got him thinking that maybe Auntie's choice ain't what he thought it was. Some folk are listening.
Great. Yeah, took your words to heart.
Maybe he'll end up using his own words in kind. Folk will open their eyes to what kind of ring they're fighting in. I still feel like a fool sometimes. I spent so much law-damn time begging to be validated by Auntie's choice and her leaders. Like I was worth only what they thought of me. I really believed when I ended my contract that a better life was possible.
Yeah, I think we've done right to keep her, like, I don't think she would go back to Auntie's choice now.
And I know who I am. So yeah, a better life is possible. Just not at someone else's mercy. I ain't gonna let myself or anyone else be led into the same trap they set for us. Ever again.
You're worth more than Auntie ever knew. Remember that.
I will, Commander. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.
Nice. And that stuff they gave us should be the last upgrade for her. Look, a little piggy. Yes. Okay. When she kills a human or creature, medicine pack drops near the target. The weapon will automatically reload, allowing her to continuously fight. Yes. And combat drug auto injector now grants her temporary damage resistance or bonus of damage. Yeah, nice. And now she can leave our party. So next, we'll head there. Start getting some of the stuff done on Cloister. We've already done some bits. Now, I wonder if she wants to kill more cultists. That's another mission we've got. Plus 25 damage. 100% melee damage. As she's in a party, explosive ordeal, more damage. Might. No. But have her do even more damage. Nice. Also, she looks cool now she has an eye patch. Okay, we've got that one to kill first. Then clear out the cultists. Clear them out. Companion quest there. That's the one we have to avoid because that's the main mission. We want to get everything else done before that. Okie dokie.
Protector and skulls.
Yeah, we follow this along. Ooh, a cave. A lot of sleeping people. Okie dokie. Yeah, I feel like we're getting closer and closer towards the end of this game.
Ready to spread the truth. Negative. Recharge incomplete. Stun weapon ready. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Nice. Okie dokie. Look, he's looking at me. Hello.
I'll handle this. Ransacking time.
Sharp enough. Adversary vulnerability identified.
Right.
Combatant scanned.
Up down there. Okie dokie. Dude. Who's getting shot from?
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Backing off. Behind here. Okay. I think that's all of them now. It allowed us to eat. Okie dokie. Let's see what we've got up here. Right up there. Okie dokie. So what's in here? Chapel, so I'm expecting there to be a recording in here.
So, I'm trapped. Messages to the order left unanswered. Tried to run. Got about 2/5 of me gouged out. A lot of blood. Last now, spent much of my life wondering what I'd say at the end.
Fancy armor.
Trying to think of the words for this felt like reading a thesis before the presiding bishop. But a lot of people die. And not a lot of final words get remembered. Certainly no one will hear these. So why worry about being meaningful? What matters is who I was when I was alive. And if I was predestined to be Ursapod food. I think maybe I would have liked to re-roll the odds.
Okie dokie. We head towards that. Need 22, and it allows us to fly. That. Enemies that damage you within melee range take a damage back. Bounty gains decreased. Okay, don't really want that. And armor in 15. Looks okay. But I prefer this. I prefer being able to go. and fly, you know? Actually, I think we go from here. Actually, we'll go hand that bounty in. It's just from here. Then we can go to the other place and head down, you know? And I got enough to... Yeah, cool. Okay, so before we handed it in, we hacked it to get an experience. Would have been enough to hack it, you know? Nice. Okie dokie. They're heading towards it. I'm assuming they're right up next to that giant rift. I'm assuming that side is where we need to be for the mission. And that's the side we need to go to for this mission. I think the other side is like the main mission. Yeah, we'll just mosey on down, clear out the stuff. We've got a party that likes killing, you know? Oh, mine.
Mobilizing.
I wonder how they heard us coming. Oh. Mobile mines. Well, I never.
Still recharging. Say the word and
Hastening to cover.
Nice.
2 more and anti-supply lines will be connected again.
go for torpification.
Okie dokie. Nice. Do what we can. Anything in here? It is a perfect time. Like, after killing them in order to get down. Like, there should have been like a little log thing here. You pick it up and it goes... Honey, you know, I'm here on the planet, blah, blah, blah. Can't wait to go back and see you and the kids. And you go, oh, man.
Proceeding to attack.
Sure, one more camp. Okie dokie. Expecting to probably have harder things in, as that had a bit harder than the last.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Nice.
Commander. We could collect our reward now. Care.
Okay. I said we could collect our reward now, but we've got that mission there. Which is over that way. Okie dokie. I think that's up. So, yeah, if I carry on this way, should spiral up. I look to the map. Ow.
Hostilities are afoot. Combatant stand suffered extensive damage, Commander.
And I know I've suffered extensive damage. Dude. Flying away from these exploding mine things. Nice. Ow. Nice. Out of the minefield, guys.
Mobilizing. Step aside. Rip weapon prime.
Nice. Now I want to get explosives up to 4. So we can do that other thing in that place. I feel like this game actually just wants you to get max on one thing and then spread out, you know?
Proceeding to attack. Taking the fight out of them. Purification in progress. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Still need a rift to take you apart.
Okie dokie. Hard shot. There's always another way in. What have we got? An open safe. Okie dokie. What we can here. Nice. Carry on. And we don't know if she's going to complain about us taking out the cultists, the woman that's on our party. We'll find out.
That rift should cause us no problems now that we've acquired the modulator.
Hey. Hopefully she doesn't complain, because she doesn't like the cultist anymore.
You there.
Oh.
You need to leave. This is a holy site, traitor.
It's strange how I ended up here. With the cult nothing but an empty, discarded idea. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting down the members I thought traitors and never realized it was Dagmar until too late. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive. Reckless, even.
What, you? Reckless?
Not too reckless to heed your counsel, at least when it comes to the remnants of the Dawn.
What about those in Newton? What were you saying about them? Leave conversation. Well, now that we're done with whatever that was, I think it's time for... No. That one.
Obviously a group who themselves were too reckless to heed my call to disband. They may listen if I am standing in front of them. Facing me down is decidedly different than disobeying me from afar. Any who remain obstinate will be dealt with.
Okay, so we might be able to speak them down with her.
How dare you try to circumnavigate my authority?
I will do more than that unless you summon your leader immediately. I don't need to waste my time speaking with a mere acolyte.
I don't... that is...
Look, we have a device with the power to manipulate rifts. Better do what she says.
I can't... Hierarch Wolcott! You're needed over here! So, the power to manipulate rifts. That seems, let me just say I apologize if I've offended you in any way.
Wolcott? Wolcott's your hierarch? Shit.
Well, look here. I never expected to see you again, Azahelia.
They mustn't get on then.
Here to spread more deceptions like your broadcast.
So, sounds like you two know each other. The only deception was your leader.
Of course. It's so simple even you can understand, Wolcott. She was setting us all up to be political pawns. Our deaths were to be proof of the Consul's superiority as a leader. But the only thing your imminent and excruciating death will serve as is proof of your incompetence.
No, I'm not doing that. Attack. Dude. In case you seem to understand what she said, you're about to die, then we attack him. I want to try this one.
Do the deceptions never end with you and your ilk? I'm no fool. What you claim is an impossibility. How would such a thing even work?
I don't have the science. Ha! You fell for my deception. I'm actually a tool. Architect's vengeance.
Yes, of course it does. Makes perfect sense. If it does, in fact, do such. Can never be too certain about things of such import. A lot of crazed theoreticians about. Come, prove to me this device can do what you say. Then I will decide. But let me assure you, if you do anything but follow me to the rift, violence will ensue.
Okay. I just want to make sure this is the... Yeah, clear out the cultist. So it is that mission we're doing. Not that one. But that one. Okay. What my hope is... I don't want to cross the rift bridge. What my hope is, we can get him close to the rift, we can push him in.
I must admit to a certain modicum of suspicion towards your claims, but consider my interest piqued.
I really don't want to fight the whole town, you know? Especially considering it looks like there's a doctor. Maybe I can just close it. And then they leave. Just want to make sure. What's the... Because we haven't forged peace. Because they wanted us to clear this place out. So I'm hoping...
As you say, that changes things. It could force us to rethink our understanding of the rifts. But we are nothing if not truth seekers.
It's a big one, like...
We are here. Prove to me that your device can manipulate the rift, as you claim. Gods, this should not be possible. That device borders on the heretical. You will hand it over now, and then we shall decide what to do with you.
Oh no, seems you hadn't heard. It was disbanded of a cult for a good reason.
And if you'd actually listened instead of being your normal fool self, you'd understand why. The leader betrayed us to the Sentinels to save herself. And if they get to you, I'm sure you'd sell me out too. Say the word and I'll just kill you now. Or get out and tell your lackeys to do the same.
I did listen. I just refused to believe. I was always jealous of your closeness to the leader. But you have a device with the power to manipulate the rifts. A power she never had, or withheld from us. I am loath to admit it, but I must accept it. The dawn can be no more. Acolytes of the glorious dawn, prepare. We leave this place within the hour, and then we must separate and save ourselves.
Okie dokie. We've still got that one down there. So, I'll be back in one sec, guys. Okie dokie. We go down, do the companion mission down there. Yeah, this way.
Welcome, intrepid consumer, to Auntie's Choice territory. The wonders of winter's grasp lay ahead.
Trooper.
Though do stay on
Trooper.
the road. The ice caves
Hayes.
conceal all manner of
Hayes,
dangers.
can you hear me?
Hayes, your family.
I've no fair ideas of how to proceed, White. Nothing we do seems to garner the... Yes? Can I, wait. Welcome, potential customer, to the majesty of Auntie's military might. Normally, I would be at your service, but I'm dealing with a situation here.
Oh, what seems to be the problem?
It's really none of your...
Sarge, maybe they can help. The two of us are certainly out of options.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You?
We'll do it for free. Why don't you tell me your problem first, then we can discuss payment, if it's warranted.
Very well. The issue is our compatriot, Trooper Hayes. He seems to have some kind of break or shock to the head, and he's, well...
Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker. Try a gross habit, it sucks natty bits. This flogger's a stopper, you just can't.
There's nothing wrong with him. He's singing.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive and communicating only in jingles. At first I thought it might be some manner of marketing ploy, but it seems permanent.
Was he hurt?
The artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before the assault began, and the rounds shook the ground so badly that our lantern flew off its hook on the wall. Hayes put his hands over his ears, lay feet on the ground, and after the only thing that had come from his mouth were jingles. Old archaic jingles, ones I haven't heard in years. We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged, just the cost of his family's lodgings on the claim is more than enough to bankrupt them.
Maybe there's more than simple sight of random jingles. Has he got any personal connection? I don't have... Need 2 medical. Dang it.
Crabble fabrics are exalting. The chitin shimmers and it shines. Your clothes will be so pretty, it's worth smelling like sea brine.
The stuff should always have 2 options to do stuff.
Calorie killer, my weight loss pillar. Micro critters in my stomach, destroying all my dinner. La 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 la. The fastest way to thin is letting no calories in.
Yes. Well, maybe. They're the kind of sales roles you take when you're young, before you reach an age to become a real earner.
We can't leave, so is that one?
Sadly, you're probably right. We'll try and get him back to base and hope there's enough in his account to cover psychodesectification. Thank you for trying to help. I'm sorry, but we just can't conduct
Hey.
business at the moment.
So we can't do anything with them because we don't have the exact skills to do anything with them. If we did, we could have been able to fix them.
Has anyone seen Jack? He was patrolling the caves in Sector 13, but it doesn't seem he's made his return.
Nah, but I wouldn't worry. Jack may be a hullhead, but he's got enough sense to make it back before dark.
I hope you're right.
They need to use that. What a waste. And it looked like they were the only people here. So that's clearly a mission we can't do now. And that's the one thing I'm hating about this one compared to the first one. The first one, you can just change your clothes to deal with whatever skills you don't have. But also, there would always be multiple choices to get something done. So there was multiple choices. Multiple choices of stuff that you couldn't pick. So, like leadership and stuff like that. Well, that's in a perk. I'm sure it's in a perk. A negotiator. See, but you need leadership. The leadership is a total different... Yeah, it's a skill down here. We have none. See? Like with other bits, we've started having to put these up just to try getting this other thing done. And don't get me wrong, I understand games go, oh, you need to, you build your character and then you deal with how your character's built. But locking some missions or stuff that you can do behind specific skills that you might not have put stuff in isn't fun. Especially considering the first one, you can just change your outfit to get those skills. You know what I mean? Hi, dear Modin. Hope you're having a good day.
Whoa there, go-getter. Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid informant for Auntie's Choice? Breathe once for yes.
Work for anti-choice. What's your point?
Field Agent Auerbach, proprietary inside acquisition. Our team's presently occupying these premises, but haven't fully brought them to heel, per se. Say, you look like some sort of rogue former member of the Order. Maybe you could tell us what this place is supposed to be.
Me? Part of the Order? Oh, no, dear. I assure you, I simply share their love of sweeping cloaks and sciencey-looking accessories.
I have not, dear Modin.
I shall update my wardrobe to
But I haven't gone back to,
Would you happen to be familiar with this campus? We're not entirely
Rebirth,
clear
I think
what
it was you
used
said.
for.
Rebirth or remake.
Or
Check.
as we can tell, Order's been cleared out for some time. If not, I might
Something I have to do on my free time, you know?
what exactly you're doing here.
Yeah, it can be annoying. Sometimes play CRPGs. I have similar issues with can't do that, you don't have the skill. Yeah, that type of stuff I don't find fun. Especially, like, I don't mind it if it's the first ever game and it's that type of way. But the fact it's a sequel, so this is Outer Worlds 2, and in the first game, you didn't really have this problem because you could modify certain skills with your companions or with your clothes, and you don't have that in this one. So like, a part that you could get around it in the first one is completely gone. Oh, track on YouTube. Yeah, I'll check it out. Check it out on YouTube. We have business to conduct.
That seemingly unimposing edifice over there? Good luck with that. Lost a few peons in there. Place is full of deleterious traps devised by Order ingenuity. Whatever's stored inside must really be something. At some point we'll work up the nerve to return. Been scouring all the other buildings clean since.
You're in and out before you know it.
Uh-huh. Sure you will. Yeah, well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies, then we can step over your cadavers and maybe use them for a shield. Alternately, if you manage to find anything marketable, probably be game to barter for it later. Assuming you don't die, which in that case, we'll probably just retrieve it off your corpse.
Okay, dokie.
Anyway,
Got some test sprats volunteering to jump into that nut. The whole place is one big death trap. You want in? I guess.
Oh, look who finally just...
Anais, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time arriving, I found a way inside these corporate drones haven't discovered. I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen.
Have you scouted ahead already?
Peeked around a little. They've conveniently posted signs where various types of dangerous research materials are stored away.
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything.
Yeah, exactly, Dio Moden. You find you lack the skill more annoying when you don't get the option to retry later or come back later if you lack it. Exactly. So, literally there, that quest, that's why I spoke to him to see if I could go. You couldn't go back to it. So, literally, like, let's say we could level up. We couldn't level up, put something in, and then go back and get it done.
Burn down initiation is listed on the top floor. They destroy materials through immolation there.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the facility's own incineration measures would be prudent.
I understand why certain stuff do it. But it can make certain games less fun, if that makes sense.
I saw signs for heretical miscellany, time-wasting contrivances, detrimental cognitive enhancers, and prevaricated hypotheses, in addition to cataclysmic ends.
Anais, stay here. Please.
I expected such to be your attitude, but I'll have you know that
I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite. I need you to guard this entrance. Anyone appears, come running.
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that office. Standard order redundancy measure. Let's out past the barrier over there.
I'll hang back a moment while you depower that fence. Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all.
Okay,
We'll
I'm
stay
just
here.
going to see if there's
You
anything
find
around.
a way
Okay.
to disable these fences.
Wait, there's a body over there. Oh, the body's the other side. Okie dokie. I don't know what a TV dinner feels like. Yeah. You'd always do that quote, guys, when you're in an event. Seeing what's down here is more important. We've got... There's that in a bucket. Okie dokie. No, it must be down there that we have to go. I saw something glow when I was running. There. Well, that doesn't sound fun. Oh. Okay, electric floor. So. It's okay because we can fly. Aha. I lost 30 minutes, but still annoying. That's totally understandable. That type of stuff, like, it's almost like when you play like old games and there's no autosaves and you forget the save and then you die and you go, oh no!
Research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate these efforts. After some light early successes, we refined further and received results beyond our wildest intent. Soon, members of other departments...
Hello? Someone there? Hello? Help! Please!
Brain puzzlements. My personal...
Thank the law somebody came by. I've been rationing my anti-Cleo Borst rockets, and you know what? Your tongue turns black if you eat them all week. Mighty concerning, since it's all I have.
I ended up stuck in there.
We was sizing up the place. Well, the lobby. When our boss ordered us to find an off switch for them traps, which required us to negotiate through or around said traps to do so. A bunch of the others got killed. I got stuck in here. Boss left with the rest. You think you could get me out somehow? Like, right about now, even?
Hold on. You're not even remotely considering releasing him, are you? A trade secret vulture from Auntie's choice? Free to roam in a building full of order secrets?
You're suggesting we leave him in there? At best, you'll starve, or worse, you'll burn up?
Just consider for a moment. We're here to keep dangerous research from spreading, from falling into the wrong hands. I certainly wouldn't want Auntie's choice obtaining research related to cataclysmal ends, or monetizing prevaricated hypotheses for that matter. At the end of the day, it's just an Auntie's choice auxiliary dabbler. Hardly a cute little woolly cow or something.
We can't lose sight of our principles for the sake of ease, expedience.
That's actually a valid point. We shouldn't forget who we are, and I suppose I'm not who I was.
I don't understand what you two are talking about, but it sounds positive, I think.
Do whatever you think is best here. I still don't completely agree, but I trust your decision.
Nice.
I promise not to, blow up the universe. Or, whatever it is you two are worried about, I guess. Can you let me out now, please?
Yeah, I'll just pick a lot.
Phew. Well, that's a relief. Didn't think I'd ever get free. No thanks to you, ma'am.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
I wouldn't make her mad if I were you.
Don't have to tell me twice. This is all the bits I have on me. Not much, but thanks. I'll be out of here as soon as it seems safe.
Okie dokie.
You're young and spry. You can handle that.
Yeah, because I got a flying suit. Ow! Trauma kit. Ah, yes. Made that one fine. Now, I thought there was going to end up being something in here that we could do to get through. Maybe it's that window. Nope. That goes down. Nope. Clearly something we're missing. Probably an off switch. More than likely an off switch. I think we need to get in there. My assumption now is that it is this way. Oh, it's up there. First time, guys.
We'll stay here. Who left this vent open? Security around here was tighter in my day.
No, so we don't have hacking for
Did I
thingy.
read that correctly? Seemed concerning.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've got company in the form of an Auntie's Choice patrol. Seems their representative wishes to parley.
Don't shoot! Like she said, I'm just here to talk.
Okay,
I believe
shoot.
I've pieced together what you all are up to here. And I am willing to offer a mutually beneficial arrangement. Spied the signs on the way up. Our team has a keen interest in much of the research stored here. But Cataclysmic ends? Which I presume you're here to destroy? Don't like the sound of that at all. By all means, burn every last trace. But let us keep the rest, and you'd benefit as well.
The idea of any Order research falling into Auntie's Choice hands is utterly abhorrent to me. I advise a rigorous refusal, as in no witnesses.
I could hear that, you know.
I think that was the idea. She wanted her to hear it, you know? What exactly are you planning to do with the research?
Oh, nothing particularly heinous. We may conceivably utilize some information in the possible formation of potential new products. No harm to you, or anyone.
Can't really predict how Auntie's Choice would market heretical miscellany, but I could easily foresee them rushing detrimental cognitive enhancers to market.
We got that, or if you offer a stand, we'll leave you time, waste, and convenience. The rest we're burning. Yeah.
Suppose I'd be reasonably happy with that. Some claim these mental recreations possess untapped commercial potential. I accept. If it's all the same to you, I'll just dawdle here while you complete the process. You know, in case you change your mind.
I'll prep the burners and make sure we have no more visitors. Burners are lit. Control board is activated. Commence the burn down process.
Taking everything I can. Near full burn.
Well then, that seems sufficiently carbonized, cinderized. No half measures from the Order. Say what you will about them, but they are nothing if not thorough.
Excellent. Well, a deal's a deal. Meet me downstairs after you're done here, and we'll settle up.
Cool.
And all Auntie's Choice receives
That's
from
the
it all
modern.
are some distractful
They're gonna lay out
diversions.
stuff like that.
Well, that
You gotta
should
grab everything in the
decimate
area.
Auntie's Choice
Exactly.
productivity for the foreseeable future. Nicely done.
My original notes and research are burnt to a crisp. It's over. Finally.
I'm sorry, but I saw on the terminal that an external party gained authorization to study it. There's at least one set of copies out there. Give
How do
me
we
some
stop it?
time. I'll find them.
What do you need from me?
To go on and live your life. Round other people, not holed up in a dilapidated shack. We'll settle the rest.
You can't possibly expect to leave me behind again without a fight.
Why don't we burn that bridge when we get to it? We still need to get out of here first.
Okie dokie. Oh, it's not that way, it's this way. There you go. You get down.
Pleasure doing business with you. I can't wait to monetize this brain puzzle garbage.
Be sure to try it. Should be right engaging. For anyone with a little gray in their upper story.
Huh. Maybe I will at that. We deeply appreciate your assistance in further expanding the ever-growing Auntie's Choice proprietary insight catalog. Be seeing you.
Suppose this is goodbye.
You're heading back on your own?
Made it here before you all right, didn't I?
That's true. You did.
Interesting to see you. Before I forget, I meant to give you this. Little something I made.
So we're good? You and I. Everything settled?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but good as ever. Don't think I don't see what you're doing with all this, though. You've always been who you are, but you weren't you for decades. A new cause comes up and you take it on immediately. Because saving the universe is easier than confronting yourself. Whoever you are now, whoever you're going to be, just take care. Don't be a stranger.
Goodbye, Anais.
You all right?
Thank you kindly. I think I am. Appreciate your support. Been a spell since I could rely on anyone like that. Though, suspect that's my own damn fault. Ah, Anais snuck something by me again, didn't she? What was that last thing she said? Don't be a stranger. Right. All right. I suppose you remain on my good side.
Probably head out.
May the plan favor us against long odds.
Nice. Like that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Woo! Here's where tonight's stream shall end. We'll be back tomorrow with some more Outer Worlds 2, where we've got a few side missions, faction quests to hand in, and then maybe on to the main mission, or maybe we'll go back to the ship and she'll have some more side, like, companion mission. It sounds like hers isn't finished yet. But all the other ones sound like we've done them all. But yeah, I'd like to say thanks everyone for coming on, keep me company across all the socials, because the content we create on this channel is only made possible thanks to you watching along at home, so very much appreciated. Thank you for your time. Well, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, and stay safe.